Well, hello there, Leo. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about November. We're going to be doing the overview today, so we'll be talking about all 4 weeks. So it'll be 4 columns of cards and 3 rows, where you are, what's blocking you, what your solution is, as per usual. And I want to let you know that if Leo is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. So stick around and you'll hear all kinds of good things that will help you be better prepared for what's coming. All right? At the very end of this video, we will be talking about the first week of November, the 2nd through the 8th, in depth. All right? So let's go ahead and light a candle and get some good vibes going on in here. All right. We are using the chakra candle again, so it's got all the beautiful colors of the chakras, and it's called Sri Yantra. You can go to your local crystal store and they'll probably have it there. It's kind of a beautiful candle. So it's got good vibes, and we're going to go ahead and set it down right here. Keep those vibes moving. All right. The next thing we're going to do is talk about messages from my guides. My guides are talking to all 12 signs this month, and we're talking about how everyone needs to stay focused and on task. So we're really being very task oriented. We're going to stay busy. We are going to keep focused on our daily routines and what we need to get done. We're going to check off the boxes. We're going to be making lists. We're going to be taking care of all that business so that we are not distracted by outside peripheral stuff that can pull us off track. It could be anything that could pull us off track. It could be friends inviting us places. When it's not, if we finish everything on our checklist for the day, cool, go for it. But got to finish the things first, okay? And we don't want to get distracted by other outside stuff that doesn't really have anything to do with us. So, cool. All right. So now, Leo, we're also talking about how the next message is always about, is about this month, about paying attention to our bonds with our people and our relationships. We want to strengthen the ones that we need around us, which are family ties, good friend ties. It's time to barbecue with friends. It's time to meet up for breakfast. It's time to invest time and energy, whether it's just eating popcorn and watching a movie with somebody you care about, so then you can feel that closeness and that comfort that you can count on during the month of November, all right? It will be very comforting to all of us, and that's kind of what we're all going for, is to feel the comfort of our posse, okay? Excellent. Now then, let's go ahead and get you a guiding card for the month, all right? So this is the Mythic Tarot, and we are going to get a card for you from this Mythic Tarot for the entire month. All right, that's the one I want. All right, so I'm going to set these cards aside. And what did we get, Leo? Ooh, you have the Queen of Cups. Ooh, feminine energy, very much about the emotions, speaking from her feelings. She is going to be playing a major part in the next month. This could be a new connection for some of my Leos. This could be an old connection. This could be a family member who is going to be like your point person, somebody that you communicate with easily and regularly, that keeps you on track one way or the other, and you will be able to rely on them for that support and that connection, and you'll want to stay in good contact, weekly conversations or whatever, with this person to maintain those conversations and that comfort level, okay? Very cool. All month long, all right? Keep this person in mind. We'll talk about her every day of the week, all right? Perfect. So let's go ahead and jump right into the actual reading. So we're going to go ahead and do the full overview. All right, let's do that. All right, so we have, of course, we're going to get a mystery card first. And the mystery card is all about how a card that we'll read at the end of the reading that has to do specifically with the week of the 2nd through the 8th of November. And this is the Morgan-Greer Tarot. So let's get a card for you, Leo, for this week. All right. And it will help tie things together and get things in order for us. So very cool. All right. I'm going to set these cards right there. We'll let Woody over here, keep an eye on things. Thank you all for helping name the little turtle slash tortoise. Yes, there he is. And he's keeping an eye on things. So good for him, and I appreciate his help with that. We are going to go ahead and use this Tempest deck for the overview video or overview reading. So we'll have the 4 columns representing the 4 weeks. It'll be 3 rows. This row is for each week represents where you are at. The second row is what's blocking you, and the third row will be your solution. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. And now let's talk about what's going on, Leo. So each week we'll have a conversation, and then presto, we'll go in depth at this on this week. All right? So November 2nd through the 8th, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Your mind is on your money. Other people are noticing you and thinking about you for other ways to make more money. So they are considering you for jobs. If you're a freelancer, you have new clients coming up, and other people are suggesting you to other people who will become new clients. So you're having a glow up, so to speak. People are noticing you and paying attention to what you do and wanting to potentially hire you. So good news, your calendar is about to fill up, okay? Good for you. Stay organized, okay, Leo? That's good news. You will be already in a project, so you're not in a position to jump into anything new right now. This is what's blocking you. The Fool is blocking you. You are not in a position to step up and do anything new. So fill up your future calendar for sure, and be careful to stay on task, as well as not put yourself in a position where you're, agreeing to do things you can't do. Okay, cool. Now the next card down is your solution, and it's the Hierophant. And you can see there's plotting and planning going on. So you want to make a calendar. You want to plan out how long certain things will take. You want to make very clear who's doing what and how you're doing it if you have someone helping you. And you want to make sure you're handling your business. So this is good stuff, okay? You are plotting the course. You're going to add these people to your calendar. You're going to add It's going to be beautiful. I love this for you. But like I said, not jumping in anything brand new right now, just plotting and planning the course. Now then, the next week over, the 9th through the 15th, my goodness, you have all your wishes are being fulfilled, so you have everything you need coming to you and more happening. So you are doing really well. Everything is going super well, and everyone's agreeing to the time schedule that you've offered. So you have people paying you in advance or giving you down payments or whatever. So this is kind of groovy, but don't spend it all because it's supposed to go into the job that you're going to do for them, right? So you put that in a special place where you don't touch it. Things won't feel 100% fair. Maybe some of the things you're agreeing to you aren't maybe realizing that you can raise your prices a little and they still won't run. So you're going to feel a little less than like you're being treated fairly in the mix. So fairness is blocked. You're not going to be in a position to change your prices this week. So be aware you've made an agreement. You're stuck. Okay? You've signed those papers with those people, and now you have to stick with it. Okay? So be aware and pay attention to that. This card here is talking about your solution for this week, and you will have enough money to take care of whatever you need to and a little extra to play with. If you feel like you want to help somebody out, you might be able to do some of that. But, clean out your closet or your garage first, because that'll be a smarter choice. You don't want to give people money because they tend to come back over and over again thinking that you look like an ATM. Okay? Be aware of that. All right. Now then, let's talk about the next week over, which is the 16th through the 22nd. The Two of Pentacles here is all about how you are going to be wanting in this particular week to keep your finances balanced and make sure that everything is going very swimmingly and that you're not overspending on anything right now, but you're definitely trying to work your budget so that you can afford all the product you need to make the thing, and of course, or do the project you have to do for each person. And then of course, you'll get an extra money on the back end but you have to be able to afford what you're working with first, all right? There might be tools involved that you need, or something else that will feel like, where I'm stretching myself a little bit, but it'll be okay. I think you're going to work it out. You're not necessarily 100% in the flow yet. You're blocked by this card, the Temperance card, which is saying that there'll always be enough. You might be a little short on what you're trying to do here, so be aware that if you know this now, you will have an opportunity over the prior 2 weeks to take better care, okay? Take better care of the finances so that you don't put yourself in a pinch. Okay, we want to make sure that even as your wishes are being fulfilled, that you're not overspending any money or anything else, because there is something coming up this week where you want to make sure you have more money, and you will need to take good care, all right? What's really cool is we have a solution, and it's talking about using your power to help other people is part of your solution. So maybe you'll do somebody else a solid favor. Hey, let me borrow that thing that you have, that big tool that you have, and when I come back, I'll use it to do that thing that you wanted to get done. So you'll offer them labor instead of money for the loan of the machine. Ooh, cool. I like it. So not that they couldn't do it, but they clearly don't have time. Otherwise, they would have done it already. So, but they haven't, and it's time for you to get it done. All right? Very cool. I like that. So you're going to make a good trade in that situation that will help ease your stress at that time. This card here is talking about how in the week of the 23rd through the 29th, we have the Knight of Cups, fighting for your heart's desire. You want to step up and tell people what you want, what you need, where you're headed, and how much you want to be a part of a certain thing, and let the universe know, hey, this is what I want. I want to do something or other that's different than what I normally do, all right? What's blocking you this week will be the Emperor, so your foundation will be not as solid as you were hoping. Your house will be needing some labor, or your job may need you to do something to keep it more stable. So something is pulling you away from doing what you want to do. This is what you want to do. This is what you may have to take care of before you can go. So your timing may be off this time, so you may not be able to just go like you want to. But your solution is a little extra bit of cash, which will be good, because whatever you can do with this extra bit of cash, this could be an overflow. This could be money that comes to you that you weren't expecting. This could be a tip on top of whatever you've earned already, because, you know, people really like you. And you're really in a position right now to do very well with that, all right? Pay attention to what that is for you, and let that be a good thing, all right? So, and like I said, found money, overpaid bill. It's going to be really kind of cool for you to have this extra cash come in. It'll help you offset whatever this moment is and be in a position to really do what you want to do, okay? So we, Leo, are going to set these cards aside over here, and we will get back to them at a later date in other videos where I'll go in depth for those particular weeks. So stay tuned, or if you really like what you've heard so far and you want to know more about those particular weeks, you might want to subscribe. Ta-da! All right, this is going to be going deeper into November 2nd through the 8th. I'm going to use this deck, which is the Etherial Visions Illuminated Tarot, to go a little deeper on this particular week. Let's see what we have here. So, 2nd through the 8th of November, you are being talked about, and people are stepping up to the plate and wanting to hire you for various jobs and things like that. You're getting very excited about the prospects, and you're starting to fill up your calendar, which we talked about over here. So this is good news. You're getting, the phone is ringing, and you are getting information, and it is super cool. We have the Queen of Pentacles showing that there is, hey, nope, not the Queen, that's Queen of Cups. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a lady of like mind who's very financially motivated, who will be thinking about what you're doing and trying to help you figure out your situation in some way. And or she'll be wanting to get a good bargain on what you're going to do for her. So she may talk you down on price for what she's asking you to do. So be aware that if you know now, like next week, you're going to be sad. So keep the number higher if you can, okay? This is your moment to know that you want to keep the number higher. When you're negotiating your price, don't take no, or put it into the labor pile, or put it into something else. Put it into parts so that she doesn't think that it's going to be cheaper. Because you are absolutely going to be working your butt off this particular week. The Eight of Pentacles is showing me that you are doing the physical labor to make the money. And yeah, you are going to be a busy guy. So whatever's going on, don't let her talk you down. And definitely be ready to fill up that calendar. Where are you blocked? We talked about the Fool and how you're not in a position, because you are busy this week. You aren't in a position to go in and do any of these jobs yet, but you are in a position to talk about them and think about jumping off into new opportunities. The opportunities are a lot. I love it that your calendar is filling up so nicely. The work you do is good, and you're taking good care of people, and people are wanting to be taken care of. This card is talking about how you'll finish one project, but you won't be able to start another yet. So the world is always about completions and then startings, and one or two of these things isn't going to happen. So either you're not going to complete, so you can't start. That would make sense. So it's something is getting out of whack on your schedule. So be aware that your schedule is getting a little screwed. Even as I said before, that you were working and you don't have time to take on, to start anything new. You don't. You're not starting anything. You're not starting anything. That's quite clear. There will be a lady of like mind, down to earth and easygoing, who wants to be a part of the situation, and you're like, I don't even have time for girlfriends right now, or boyfriends, or feminine energy people who think like I do, right? So whoever this person is, it's somebody you care about, it's a good friend, it's a good relative, it's a good whatever. This person relates to you, you relate to them, everything is great, but you don't have time, okay? It's not time for you to have that conversation with them, because you're like, I'm a little busy. I'm real busy at work. I got work backing up. Things are starting to get weird, and I'm still trying to track what I'm going to do next. And yes, this card here is talking about how your solution is to fill in the calendar and make sure that you put in the calendar all the things you personally want to do. Your personal life needs to be on the calendar so that you schedule around those days, right? You don't want to oops and schedule in all this work and then realize, oh, wait a minute, my real life has to happen somewhere, and then have it not fit, right? Because if you already scheduled it around what you want to do, your personal life, then you have time. Ta-da! Perfect. Scheduling, it matters, all right? You may want to get some financial advice this week because you know you're like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So people are wanting to pay me in advance for certain things, or they're trying to nail me down. So I'm thinking about taking their money and putting it like somewhere. Where can I put it? So you don't want to be putting it in a shoebox or anything like that. You want to put it someplace safer, but make sure that you get advice about where to put it and how to use it so that it stays very company oriented, right? And you don't play with it for anything else. Cool. This card here is talking about the Six of Swords. Your solution, part of your solution this week is to use your power to help other people. So indeed, you might be asking other folks to take over certain situations or to come and help you do a thing, and that way they make a little money, but you speed up on your project, because many hands make light work, all right? So keep that in mind as you move forward. This is going to be very good for you. This is nice. I mean, God forbid you have a full calendar, right? But definitely don't let this lady talk you down too much on your price, because, you know, she might be feeling a little tight, but you'll be screwed next week, okay? Cool. So let's see. Get another card for you from the Path of the Soul. This is a new deck I'm using, and I think that you'll really like it. I really like it. It's got good juju. So what do we have for Leo for this particular week? All right, this is the card for you. All right, so what do we get? Ooh, very cool. So this card here is pure fire and lots of, I mean, so much creativity and building up of things. There's lots of Empress energy to this card. There's a lot of, like, you are making things happen in such a beautiful way. You're rising from the ashes. There's phoenixy energy, but mostly it's Empress energy, like that whole whatever you wish for comes true kind of thing. It's very, very cool for me to see you doing so well, Leo. I mean, wow, you've earned the opportunity to keep moving forward in this way, and I think that's really going to be great for you, okay? Take good care of yourself. This is a really good opportunity, and you deserve what's going on here, okay? It will be beautiful, all right? Love this. I'm going to set this card right here. Very nice. And let's go ahead and see what Woody's got going on with your bonus card, right? Yeah. All right, Ace of Pentacles, yay, very nice. The gift of finance is coming up for you. You are definitely having an opportunity to create more money for yourself, to have an extra bit of money coming towards you. There could be a tip on top of the work that you're completing for this lady. If you end up hiring extra help, it may end up paying for their wages, which would be helpful. And yeah, I mean, even whenever you get extra help with the Six of Swords to do something that puts a little hole in the bucket, so you're going to want to make sure that you add that to the price and know that, yeah, there's a balance between getting help and your profit margin, but at the same time you'll be able to speed up and do more projects if you have help, right? So lots of things balance and work out, but you have to work it out. All right, do a little math and figure it out. There will be the gift of finance in some way. Maybe an overpaid bill comes back to you. You might get a tip from the nice lady, but you also might be finding a little money, which would be super cool. It's going to be great. Whatever this is, it will be a benefit to you. And yes, it's perfectly timed. Perfectly timed, a little extra cash. Nice. So let's go ahead and get you a pocket full of rocks, okay? All right, so we have black tourmaline, we have emerald, and we have goldstone. All right, so black tourmaline is a first chakra stone, so it's all about staying grounded and staying on the earth plane. It's about you being aware of who you are and in your body while you're doing your work so that you are physically safe and taking good care of your physical body, because you are a busy person, but you could also lose track of things, trip over things, and like break a thing. So we're not doing that, but we are being aware that if we stay in our bodies, that's not happening. We are taking good care. Good? All right. Now we also have this goldstone, and goldstone is a second chakra stone, and it's all about how we are being very physically active. We are creating on the earth plane what our dreams and goals are, what our higher heart wants. So we are being active and taking action. So it's a very active action, physical activity kind of card. You're creating and making things, and it's beautiful. I love that for you. All right. Emerald. Emerald here is a higher heart. It's a heart stone. There we go. Fourth chakra, or 4.5. It could be a higher heart stone as well. And this emerald here is all about healing your heart so that you can take good care of yourself and feel more okay with yourself. I feel like there's been some self-esteem stuff going on in the last week or so, so that as you're coming into this week, you're needing this extra glow up. You're needing a little extra push of people telling you, you're great, thank you so much, here's a little extra. You did a really great job, you fulfilled all my obligations, and that stuff feeds your ego, but it also feeds your self-esteem, which has been flagging a touch. At least that's what I'm getting right now. Not all of you will relate to that, but at the same time, realize that it might relate to you at the time, okay? Take the information, take it, and let it heal your heart. Allow yourself to care for you. Allow yourself to love yourself, because you deserve this moment. You deserve this glow up. You deserve this opportunity to move forward in a very big way. You've done the work. So good for you. This is your moment. you are expanding and growing and changing, and it's a beautiful thing. So take it, Leo, take it. It's going to be great. All right? Very nice. So yeah, glowing up, growing up, getting your stuff together, loving this. This is great stuff for you. I appreciate the one and the all of you so much. If you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed yet, that might be a good time to do so. That way you won't miss a single video and you'll know exactly what's coming up for the next week. Perfect. If you haven't, if you don't want to carry these rocks, you don't have to. You can carry anything you like. Go ahead and put it down in the comments below. What do you want to carry? Or if you want to talk about something else, maybe the reading itself or anything else, I'm here for you. I would love to hear from you. Okay? The other thing to know is that in the description box below, you'll find all kinds of good information. The best way to get there is to hit the little more button at the bottom of the title of my video. Then you can see a whole bunch of cool information. All the cards that I use will be there. You can purchase these decks for yourself on Etsy or Amazon. The other thing you'll find is a list of all the Renaissance fairs that I go to. You can come on out to the Renaissance fair and get an in-person reading from me. I think it will be fun for both of us. And of course, if you want to, if you don't have time to come out to the Renaissance fair, I completely understand. You can get a private reading over the phone. There's a link down there for booking a private reading, and I will happily read for you over the phone, and of course send you a picture of the reading at the end of our time. Okay, thank you so much for being here. We'll talk next week about the 9th through the 15th, and I do appreciate the one and the all of you. We will see you next week. All right?